Okay, so this is everyone's favorite news section. The story, if we can just read the story, sorry about reading, but it's an AC generator. And so that will help us with working out which hand to use. Generator is the right hand. So if they ask us to work out the current, we're going to have to do it with our right hand. And the very first question is, what is the direction of the current? Which is going to be difficult for me to show you now, but your pointer finger needs to go that way. Oh, sorry. Your forefinger, your pointer finger needs to go that way. And if we're talking about this piece is going down. So your thumb goes down and your pointer finger points from north to south, which means, according to my right hand, that the current is coming down this way, which means the current is coming down this way, and it is Y to X. So for 2 marks, you need to be able to do that, because I know we don't feel like doing things anymore in class, but it's not that difficult. And I mean, for this, they're giving you 2 marks because it would have taken you a minute to actually work it out. So they give you marks for the time that it takes you. So please try and see if you can do that. Your other option would be to do this side. And so you would point this finger the same way. Your thumb would point up. I don't know if that feels any more comfortable in your hand. And that would be telling you that the current is going that way, which means the current goes that way, which means the current goes that way, which means the current goes that way. It doesn't really matter what you do, but the one half of the coil goes up and the other half of the coil goes down. If I can just rub all this nonsense away quickly, I got that information from this little guy over here telling me that it's rotating that way around. So we do need to spend some time with that if you want those 2 marks. Obviously, I can't force you or whatever, but it would be nice if we can get them because it's not that difficult. The energy conversion, generator, is mechanical to electrical. They also can call it kinetic because it's movement energy. Then here comes the infamous definition. Define the term root mean square voltage. It's the alternating current potential difference which dissipates the same amount of energy as an equivalent DC potential difference. So you never really get the peak when you're using AC. So you get what's called VRMS. And they've given us a number which isn't on the picture, so we just need to acknowledge that number. That is Vmax. Okay. Next question is clearly a calculation. Calculate the root mean square voltage. So that for 3 marks, I'm sorry, is so easy. I don't even know how they're going to give you 3 marks for it. But anyway, don't ever leave your answer in surd form. You're not supposed to have a square root at the bottom. Okay, so then that's that. Then the total resistance, they give you the total resistance. So this here is R. And they're asking you to calculate the maximum current. So you would use Vmax with R to get Imax. So Imax, Vmax to get Vmax and R will get you Imax. You mustn't use this answer. If you use this answer, you would get IRMS. So RMS gets you RMS, max gets you max. And then they do, sorry. They're doing another way there, which we don't need to look at. And then, flip, no, I don't have the rest of the memo. Oh, goodness. So sorry, I just went to go fetch the rest of the memo. So for 9.6, they say it's a frequency of 20 hertz, and they're telling you that the coil started rotating from this position. What you need to know about that is when the coil is flat, when the coil is like this, you get a maximum. When the coil is like this, you get a maximum. When the coil is sideways like this, you get a 0. So this is happening when the coil is sideways, and these are happening when the coil is flat. That is definitely in your notes, and it is also very confusing. But when the coil is flat like that, you get a maximum. So you get 4 marks for drawing this. They asked you to do 2 complete rotations. So you will get a mark for doing 2 complete rotations. In grade 10 physics, it's basically 2 waves. Then they ask you to indicate the time taken for 2 rotations. If the frequency is 20 hertz, then the time taken for 1 rotation is 1 over 20 seconds, which is 0.05. So 1 rotation will be 0.05, which is why 2 rotations is 0.1. It's just that number times 2. And the maximum current is the answer that you got in this calculation over here. So when the coil is in this position, it's a maximum. When the coil is standing up like this, you get 0. So if I can highlight it maybe, you get zeros when the coil is this way, and you get maximums when the coil is flat like this. And so for 4 marks, you get a mark for the maximum current, which is your previous answer. You get a mark for the time. And in the shape, it's just a sine or cos graph. Well, cos graph because it starts at the maximum. So you know how to do that from doing maths.